happy, but treat your rear end well with Preparation H Totable's wipe.
It's Dungeon Keeper.
Raid Shadow Legends.
I don't know about you, but personally, I don't really watch a ton of TV. I don't feel like I have that much free time, so in the spare time that I do have, I try to pick my activities relatively wisely. I mean, I spend most of my time playing video games or writing or recording or editing, but you know, when I need a break, it's mainly video games. Whether that be me playing something like Ori and the Blind Forest, because I haven't gotten around to playing Ori and Will of the Wisps, I know. I'll get to it eventually, but that's something that's relaxing. I can just kind of kick back and relax. I don't have to, you know, think too much about it. It's not like I'm playing a multiplayer game. Sometimes I do enjoy that. Been playing a lot of Halo multiplayer recently with some friends, and that's been pretty fun, you know, talk some shit. It's a little more involved than a simple fun platformer like Ori, but both kind of get the job done when it comes to trying to relax, unless of course I'm getting my ass kicked and raging, but that's besides the point. You know what the last thing that I want to see is when I'm playing a game though? A goddamn TV commercial in my game. But of course, publishers like EA and Activision Blizzard, they're here to just shit right in my cornflakes. They're just saying, hey, you know what you do need? TV commercials in your game. Do you want them? No? Well, too fucking bad. I guess they're just really hard up for cash right now. COVID's just, they're hitting them hard, way too hard. They can't handle it. They're like, they're running around like, well, what the fuck are we gonna do? We're losing millions of dollars. We only got hundreds of millions left. I don't know. Times are tough. Times are tough, ladies and gentlemen, even for EA. That's how you know shit's really messed up. I mean, of course, it's not like they don't already have season passes and battle passes, DLC, cosmetic items, loot boxes, and pre-order tier packages, but I mean, let's just ignore those. Just shut up. Shut up and forget that those exist. Games are expensive to make. They need money. Help these companies, give them all of your money, and watch their goddamn ads, you jerk. How dare you be mean to them? How dare you? I'm not kidding. The last thing, the very, very last thing that I want to see when I'm playing Hitman is for me to like be approaching my assassination target, and then the target's watching TV, and then all of a sudden,
hi, it's Fitz with Slap Chop. You're gonna be in a great mood all day because you're gonna be slapping my nuts away with the Slap Chop.
The Wall Street Journal recently published an article written by Sahil Patel.
It is I, Matthew Patel.
No, goddammit, no, fucking racist editor, how dare you? Anyway, this is a really good article. I would highly recommend reading it, check it out, share this article, share this video around, because this is some level alpha male bullshit in this article, not the writer. What these companies are trying to do, you get the point, let's get on with it here. The article is titled, Marketers Experiment with TV Ads in Console Video Games, which, yeah, these marketers, they need to stay the fuck away from gaming. Get away from this hobby. We don't want you anywhere near it. We already have enough predatory monetization schemes in gaming as it is. And goddammit, does this article waste zero time in just keying us in on who the target demographic is for this new quote-unquote experiment that these companies want to run. Marketers are putting TV ads in video games played on consoles, an experiment in trying to reach younger audiences who are watching ever less traditional TV. Well, there you go. They're targeting kids. I can't even say that I'm all that surprised that these garbage fucking companies are trying to target minors because they're watching less TV. So of course, you gotta get them while they're young. Get little Timmy as he's playing his fucking Transformer game, I don't know. It's not bad enough that they're trying to get kids hooked on gambling early with loot boxes that are meant to stimulate their feeble little humanoid brains and get them addicted to that feeling of opening up crates. You gotta get that Tracer bikini skin. You gotta get that thick May skin, for God's sakes. Free Hong Kong. This video's not getting recommended now. I fucked up. Whatever. Turner unit of AT&T's Warner Media ran 3 ad tests within UFC 3, a fighting game from Electronic Arts. Oh, are you surprised? Are you even surprised it's EA? God damn it. God damn it, EA. The ads promoted Turner properties for its animated series Rick and Morty, the sci-fi show Snowpiercer, and The Match, a celebrity golf tournament played by Tiger Woods, Phil Mickelson, Tom Brady, and Peyton Manning. So, I got a theory here. They want to start these in sports games because if you've ever watched sports, you know that there's banners all around the stadium and they advertise different products, movies, shows, whatever. There's advertisements everywhere. It's a way for teams to pull in extra cash. So of course, publishers and marketers see that and they're like, hey, we could do that in the game. We could be making that extra income and it's just gonna add to the immersion. It's all about the experience, guys. We just want you to feel like you're actually in a real arena. It has nothing else to do with, you know, bombarding you with subliminal messages to buy gamer girl bathwater. I don't know. We actually saw this not too long ago. Last year, NBA's 2K game, they put in unskippable cutscenes, unskippable commercials in a video game. Just why? I know why, but god damn it, just fuck off. Fuck off, EA. Or 2K. I can't keep my shitty company straight, sorry. Apparently, Experian, the credit card company, they have their ads in UFC 3. Their spokesperson's John Cena. John Cena's doing the ad for Experian. I'm sure the 13-year-olds playing their fighting game really give a shit about their credit score.
Are you sure about that?
In exchange for watching the 15 or 30-second commercials, which is optional, players don't have to watch them. Gamers receive points or other rewards they can use for in-game benefits. That makes the ads less intrusive, said Dave Morgan, chief executive and founder of Simul Media. Simul Media, which is the company running these tests, by the way. No, Dave, no, it doesn't make them less intrusive. What it does is attempt to compensate players for having their time fucking wasted, and to just push that aside like you're not actively incentivizing people. It's the same kind of argument with cosmetic loot boxes and cosmetic microtransactions. They do still have this dichotomy of haves and haves-nots. People that have compulsion issues, they're going to need that because they have extreme FOMO, fear of missing out. So it's still detrimental to the game and it is still causing players to have a negative experience because it may be easy for you or me to skip an ad, but imagine you're somebody that has an issue or an extremely addictive personality. You want every little bit of competitive advantage or boosts and bonuses that you can get. So of course they're gonna watch it and they're gonna have a subpar experience. But of course it's not Dave's job to make the ads less intrusive because if that was true, the ads wouldn't fucking exist like this in the game in the first place. They would be kept as banners or posters. I still don't like that, but that's how you make them less intrusive, you fucking git. And of course, just a little cherry on top, when EA was reached out to, they declined to comment. I guess they're just trying to avoid something like as stupid as saying, oh, it's surprise mechanics again. I don't really blame them. I mean, what are they gonna say at this point? They're just like, just ignore it. Rewards-based video ads are common in mobile and social media games, but have largely been absent from console games played on TV screens. Good. Keep that shit away from consoles and PCs. But advertising is beginning to creep into consoles in other ways, aided by the industry's shift towards downloading and streaming games over the internet instead of physical discs. One of the most popular such games is Fortnite, which recently screened a trailer for the Christopher Nolan movie Tenet with the game's virtual world. So let me get this straight. They can't advertise to children and the 30-year-old who plays Fortnite because they aren't watching TV, but they can reach them while they're playing their video games. This highlights a major issue with these companies and what they're trying to do. I don't think parents really understand what's going on. I don't think anybody would expect somebody to boot up Mario and then be advertised to. Hell, if you're going to advertise to kids, put some effort into it. Like, I loved Transformers. Great show, really entertaining, but it was one giant ad for toys. It was a really entertaining show, made really cool toys. That is advertising for kids that I would say is much more widely acceptable. And it's not our problem that you can't reach kids from watching TV. If you want to do that, make a property that's good and then make toys based off that property. The Transformers have excellent games. Well, they have 2 excellent games. Make toys from that. Sell those, you lazy hacks. And yeah, this is kind of me just saying I want more Soundwave toys, or Ironside, or Optimus Prime, but whatever, fuck you. Hardcore gamers, if they're used to paying $60+ for a video game, they may not feel aligned with ad-supported experiences, said John, your last name's too hard to pronounce, managing director of consulting firm Lek Consulting. But as you move down the mediocre or casual level gamers, you filthy casuals, playing free games or games on subscription services, we think the market is much more ready for that. I love how they say people who pay money for their games may not be ready for predatory or sleazy business practices. Of course we're not. Oh, but the casual players, they're ready. They're the stupid ones. They're the ones that we can implement these garbage practices on, because if they didn't want to be advertised to, if they didn't want to be taken advantage of, they would have money and be able to afford real games. This is such bullshit. And I love the term ad-supported experiences. It's just as retarded as surprise mechanics. This is not a practice that belongs in any game, paid for or otherwise. Hell, we're even hearing about companies raising the prices for their next-gen games to $70. And you want to talk about ad-supported experiences? Most of these fucking games are hardly even reaching PC levels of fidelity, and these companies think that they can raise the price of their games because they're just constantly trying to convince console gamers that this is the next gen. These games aren't next gen for the industry. They're next gen for consoles, which are constantly playing catch up to PCs. So you know what I would really love? If console gamers would just build themselves a PC and they would realize, wait a minute, I'm paying to play multiplayer games with my friends on internet that I already paid for? How does that make any sense? What's that? Games on PC are most of the time far cheaper than that on consoles? I'm convinced that these companies are trying to eliminate themselves by pushing their customers off a cliff. That's what's gonna happen. They're gonna drive people right off a fucking cliff and no one will be left because they're gonna move to PC, which I think would be better. I honestly think that would be great, not for the companies, but for the consumers, for the customers, the people that matter. The ending part is my favorite though. Are you ready for this? The most fundamental piece is we have to create an ad experience that gamers accept, Mr. Morgan said. Maybe they won't love it, but at least they can say, yeah, for a couple of points or a battle shield, I'll watch the ad. They won't love it, but whatever. Spoken like a true corporate suit. If players won't love something, it doesn't belong in the game, you cunts. Like I said earlier in the video, these people don't belong anywhere near games, other than the fact that this idea is purely profit-driven, incredibly intrusive, and reminds the players that these companies see them as nothing more than money sacks. This practice is aimed at children, which is just incredibly gross. Mr. Morgan is right. Players aren't going to love it, and they're not going to deal with it. Share this video around, make sure that everyone knows that companies like EA and Activision Blizzard are interested in putting this in your favorite games. As always, I want to know what you think about this. Let me know, what ad do you want to see in your game? How excited are you to see Axe body spray in Overwatch 2? Let me know down in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, by the way, at Metal Gear Mando. And until next time, stay safe, and I will see you in the next video.